Some time ago, I did a video which looked at how people use the toilet and how it has changed over time, and it certainly has changed over time. It seems only natural then to take a look at space-age toilets, or more simply put, how do you do number 1 or 2 in zero-gravity environment. With more companies looking at going to the moon and beyond, here are a few interesting tidbits that might help your trip to the moon or beyond in zero gravity. Some of this information might already be outdated, but it is the most current that I could find in my files. The International Space Station, surprisingly, has a toilet seat and bowl. There, however, the similarity to our earthbound facilities ends. Zero gravity, of course, means water cannot be used as the astronauts' deposit would be floating everywhere. It wouldn't stay in the bowl, and that would be pretty messy. Instead of water, the toilet on the space station uses an air current. Basically, the toilet bowl is a vacuum cleaner. That setup still would not work very well for peeing. I mean, that takes a special vacuum hose, and I will refrain from any off-color comment here. Each astronaut is issued their own personal urine funnel, which is, of course, custom fitted. But what happens to the liquid waste? Is it flushed out into the vacuum of space? Well, no. The space station is designed to recycle all liquids down to the very last drop. This includes not only urine, but the sweat is also recycled. The toilets pump the urine into a machine, the urine processor, which is called the UP for short. Anyways, that's right, pronounced UP. NASA has a sense of humor, evidently. How would you possibly purify urine and sweat into usable drinking water? Well, it gets spun out, sort of like a washing machine does to your clothes. The UP does to your pee. The urine enters a cylindrical drum which rotates at an unbelievable 300 times every minute. The liquid is actually spread out in a thin layer on the drum surface. The drum provides a low-pressure environment that allows the water in the urine to boil off into steam at close to room temperature. That steam then condenses back to liquid form. Everything else in the urine, salts and minerals, are collected in a filter, and those filters are changed monthly. The water is not ready quite yet, though. After it has passed through the UP, it is mixed, or it is then pumped into a portable water processor, and there is mixed with all the other reclaimed water, shower water, water used for brushing teeth, and moisture removed by dehumidifiers. All of this is passed, has a filter that removes any particles or debris. Then this water goes through several more filters before finally being oxidized or treated with oxygen to remove any chemicals and to kill off any remaining living organisms. In the end, the purified water is drinkable and actually is much cleaner than the water coming out of most city taps. It's just a thought of where it's been, hey? The system actually recycles about 95% of the space station's water, but I'll bet I know what you're thinking. What happens to the poop, number 2? That cannot be recycled, of course. It is instead stored in sealed toilet canisters where it stays till a Russian Progress supply ship docks with the space station. And after supplies are unloaded, the Progress is filled with the poop cans as well as other garbage, and then jettisoned away from the station, and as Earth gravity pulls it back, it of course burns up in the upper atmosphere. Well, as long as we're talking about bathroom activities, let me tell you how the astronauts shower. Though similar to showering here on Earth, except with no gravity, the water doesn't fall to the floor. It just floats around you in the shower stall. There is an advantage to showering in weightlessness. Instead of going in and out under the shower head, you just grab the floating globs of water and rub them onto yourself. That's difficult for me to imagine, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Though but I probably will never get to try it. Well, that's about all we have for today. That's the poop on the poop, as taken care of in a space-age restroom. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day.